Welcome back to Character Select. We are moving on. Guess where we have finally managed to get to?
The underground base?
Pitfalls. Wait, how am I doing for life? I'm doing pretty good for life.
Yeah, you just got healed when you beat the boss.
No, your life increases when you beat the boss, but you don't necessarily get healed.
Oh, well you didn't take any hits from him, so you're fine.
Pop.
Are those all gun cameras?
Yep.
Holy crap, that seems unnecessary.
Yep.
Oh, I love the blinky lights when you confuse them. They're like, what is going on? It's a rave!
It's a rave! Dum, 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 dum. I don't know how fucking EDM music works, whatever.
Yeah, me neither. Unz, 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 unz. Nice camera angle.
Yeah, Metal Gear's pretty fucking huge.
Wow. Hey, look, it's a MechWarrior game.
And this music, this song, is awesome.
Oh, this is good soundtrack, man.
This is before they got Harry Gregson Williams. He doesn't show up until the second game. But it's like, yeah, this thing is kind of the harbinger of death.
Yep.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong?
What's up?
Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
It's a fake.
Maybe because they're all ready.
Or it's a trap.
They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files? Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look
Hacker
like
Man!
Are you a hacker?
Give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Alright.
Snake kind of said that like, are you a pedophile?
Are you a hacker? So
He doesn't
yeah,
think much of the computer men.
this whole section is just going up over and around Metal Gear to let you know how fucking huge this thing is.
Yep.
And it's so cool. Oh, and also we're gonna get interrupted by calls from freaking Ocelot all blank.
It's me again.
Otakon, you mean?
How's it going?
Whatever.
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful
Are you on level
guy.
9 in
You
Metroid?
think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system
Didn't
I couldn't
Baker
bust
also
into.
die mysteriously?
Okay,
Yep.
Keep trying.
Was
he
he
had-
also Decoy Octopus?
No, Decoy Octopus is super dead.
Okay.
And like I said, after the interrogation scene, you had all the information that you need in order to figure out the plan. Which sounds like it might be a crock, but it's legit.
No, it's
Like-
fine. I don't usually do too well at trying to decipher someone else's story beats, so
Right.
I usually just try to let them unfold rather than guessing blindly.
Which is perfectly okay, because that's the way this game is supposed to work. But after you've played it like once or twice, dang it. You can see all of the steps. It's like watching
Sure, yeah.
a good movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Memento or something like that.
I did it.
You got past security?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
Bingo bango,
Access
jingo
the
jango.
confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
Oh,
I
and this is
haven't
super
found it
important
yet.
about why they're
That's what I
developing
need
Metal
to
Gear.
know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty
Mm-hmm.
sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
How do you track a
It's
missile?
stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show
I was
up
gonna
on
say, you
radar?
have to track it by heat
Yeah.
signatures.
Yep.
The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because
Because
rocket
the
fuel
missile
is
rocket
extremely
propulsion system,
exothermic.
It would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by
Right,
any
it's
current
magnite.
ballistic missile detection systems.
An
You would be
invisible
hit
nuclear
and never know what
warhead.
happens
Totally
until
impossible
it's
to
happened.
intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in the Gulf
It's a bunker
War.
buster too?
This
Damn.
Yep.
mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections.
Woof. Woof.
Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
And not for the better.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results?
So they
of
were
the
going to fire the
exercise?
dummy
It looks like
warhead,
it went better
Right.
than they hoped for,
but then
I
the
can't
uprising
find
happened.
The data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
And it is actually out of my
Terrorists
inventory.
have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override
think that makes
it yet?
sense.
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
So, mutually assured destruction, MAD,
Yep.
is the basic stance that you can't fire a nuclear weapon because everybody else will fire their nuclear weapons and you're going to die.
Right, because they'll detect the launch and then it'll be too late.
Yeah, a missile takes 30 minutes or so to go around the globe and hit its target.
Right.
With Metal Gear, they won't know they're being targeted until after everything explodes.
Sure, yeah, railguns, man.
Yeah, they saw me. Whatever,
Just
don't
shoot
care.
off screen, it's fine. No, you didn't.
Whoops, wrong button.
Oh, way to go, Dave.
It's fine. It's totally fine. Just a box.
Oh, he saw through it. Surprise!
I'm just a box.
Shouldn't you be using cardboard box C?
Doesn't matter. Really? I'm just a box!
Nope, not this box.
God damn it. It doesn't help that I'm being jammed.
Yeah.
Alright, more stuff about Metal Gear. This one is actually optional.
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Arms Tech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some
SDI
talk
spending
of
was
hostile
reduced because
takeover.
SDI was a pipe
Everything
dream.
was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just
What
give me
about
a
the
little bit
override?
longer.
And that conversation is optional, but it's basically, why are they putting so much effort into developing Metal Gear? Because they're desperate. And they really needed something that would carry them through. Alright.
Wow.
Control room. Whoops. Good job on the stealth there, Snake.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Chernobyl, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid.
Liquid.
Why?
He's still
Nothing
alive.
there.
Of course he's still alive.
It's a
He's the bad guy.
test site.
A nuclear test.
Bad guys don't die in helicopters.
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Yes.
CTBT is nuclear
They'll all want to contact us.
nuclear
Washington
reduction
won't be
treaty
very
between
happy
China
when
and
we
India,
start
I
selling
believe,
their own system
and
to
Pakistan.
highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion? That's
That
it?
money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox-Die vaccine in our demands.
Fox-Die. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox-Die was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior.
This was just
He's a
after
politician.
The one
Chechnya,
who gave us the hind.
where everybody
His
saw
father
that the
had
Russian
firepower.
army was basically completely
He's got over
ineffective.
1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going
lie?
to fight the whole world?
A lie.
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
Beep.
Do they know he's there?
Yep.
Snake, I found Baker's top
Because that was some
secret
serious
files.
monologuing.
Great job.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the President was talking about. It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
What?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy.
Yes, it's a material that changes shape.
Oh,
at
not
different
this again.
temperatures. The key is made out of it.
However, this is an actual thing.
Yeah, the card key
Like,
changes
shape memory
shape
alloy
at different
is
temperatures.
a
So this
thing.
key
It's a
is
real
actually
thing.
3 keys in 1.
It doesn't change
Clever.
very much, but it
Yeah.
does.
Can
And
you
yes,
see the
it is that
input
thing
terminals
again.
in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right.
Yellow key card, blue
Left
key
one's for the
card, red
room
key
temperature
card.
key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key.
You might have
One on
noticed
the
that I
right is the
specifically
high
avoided
temperature
going to the PAL key when we were in the
I got
freezer
it.
fighting.
First, I changed
Raven.
the shape of the card, and then I...
Ah, I didn't know that. I didn't notice,
All you
but
do
good
is
on you,
insert
good on
the
you.
keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Who's that?
Huh. No.
Oh, sure.
Key fell on the drainage ditch.
Snake, this is
Was that somebody
bulletproof
just going...
glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Bitch.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
Alright, let's go grab that key.
Just go over the railing, bro.
I can't interact with railings.
You're a failure as a super soldier.
Where's my B armor? Thank you.
Foiled by chest-high railings.
But
Do you really have to retrace the whole level?
yeah, but it's not that bad. It only takes a second. Especially when nobody's actually, you know, calling me every 30 seconds to tell me about ulterior motives.
Good point.
Alright, so... Unfortunately, we managed to get down that ladder, so they've stopped searching for us.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Must have been the wind.
Ah, my face! Was that a bullet? Yeah, but bullets are carried by the wind all the time. Everybody
All the
knows
time,
that.
yeah. They just drift on the wind.
Mother Nature is the ultimate assassin. Alright, so, first things first, let's go stupid again. Thank you.
Oh look, we've alerted everyone to the 5 mile. Nope.
So
No one
the
was paying
drainage
attention to the
ditch
stinger missile.
is gross and hurts.
Oh.
Why does it hurt? Dunno, but it does.
Sewage. That's what you get for running in sewage.
It's some severely toxic. Oh shit, I found a bomb. Don't want that in my fucking inventory. Why was there a bomb about to explode in the drainage ditch? Who knows?
Magic.
How are my rations still fucking frozen?
'Cause it's still cold?
Got the PAL key.
Hooray!
Ah, fell in the drainage ditch again.
So,
There we
how
go.
are you gonna high temperature?
Foundry.
Oh, the foundry, right.
Oh, my rations unfroze. Yay.
Hooray! I guess that sewage water was also really cold. Or maybe it's just coolant runoff, so it's really cold, you know? And maybe that's why it was hurting you and it wasn't gross.
Why is there a drainage ditch? Oh, we're underground. We're underground.
Oh.
And everybody
So-
knows that underground is ripe with moisture and radon. We're probably sterile.
I mean, Snake probably already was, to be fair. You don't generally create super soldiers that can replicate themselves. It's not a smart idea.
He's not a super soldier, he's just really good at what he does. Motherfucker! Not in the mood. Blah.
Alert! Alert!
Hey, look, the alert ended.
Why is the door open again?
So, yes, there is a camera right there.
Explode.
Actually, I can't, because if I do, it'll just blow up my face, and I'm not in
Oh,
the
I
mood.
was wondering about that.
Pop. So they're
Wait.
gone.
Where did they go?
Good question.
There's no back way out of here.
Well, let's get this party started, shall we? There we go.
So it's currently room temperature?
Yep. That hard drive spin up sound.
Why did they leave if they knew he was going to do this?
Number 1, confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1.
Yes, Snake, it literally just said that.
Now PAL number 2.
Wow. Alright,
Ha!
I'll refreeze the key.
Ta-da!
What?
Oh, he fought Vulcan Raven in a freezer, so we could probably go there.
how's it not going to unfreeze by the time we get back?
Well, the rations stayed frozen for fucking ever.
That's true.
Idiot.
This whole thing feels like a giant trap.
Next time on Character Select, we will deactivate the nuclear missile, and everybody will be happy. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Kylen.
That is absolutely not going to happen.
I mean, it's fucking Metal Gear, man. Nothing goes according to plan.